Are you 30?
I'm 30, yeah. Don't tell anybody, though. Keep it quiet.
All right, Cole. I want you to look into the camera. Actually, no. All right, Cole. All right, Cole. For this next question, no. All right, Cole.
You know, I think if I'd have spent more time thinking of an outline of where I wanted to go and how I wanted to finish, it would have been like, because sometimes I was like, yeah, and then I was like, stop.
Please state your name, age, and location.
Cole Warner, living in Houston, Texas, and I'm 30 years old.
What was it that got you into health and fitness?
What got me into health and fitness first were sports and activities in college and high school. From there, I developed a passion to support what I learned to other people and sharing that information with them because I thought it'd be valuable for their life, for their longevity. And I thought there's a lot of smoke screens within fitness that really didn't lead people down the right path. And that took me on a 10 to 15 year course to help and betterment people in fitness. So it started out being a boot camp instructor in Wichita, Kansas. My linebackers coach opened a gym, needed some help, and he really brought me into what sport, the sport of CrossFit, what that can do to people and how it can change their aspect on what fitness can be. One thing that I really learned within my time with him in that boot camp instructing is the proper movement, the proper mechanics. All of our bodies are made. You know, even in this day and age when we look at all the craziness that's going on in the world, we all have two knees, at least at the start of life for most of us, 2 knees, 2 feet, 2 ankles, shoulders. Everything on the outside is perspective at the end of the day. So if you can focus on your body and how to better it, that I think is where health and fitness really needs to start progressing.
So how have health and fitness impacted your life?
Health and fitness impacted my life probably mostly through the early stages of those sports. I had a lot of injuries, and it was due to improper muscle balance, improper movement, lack of coaching, lack of training or knowledge in my deficiencies. And so I took it upon myself to figure out why I've blown my knee out 4 times. There shouldn't be, within a course of a 3-year time frame, someone have to go under the knife in my eyes, especially for how hard I was training, how much I was focusing on my body in that fitness world, in the sport of football. I was moving incorrectly. I wasn't doing something right to keep myself healthy and safe. From that point on, it really developed into, this is what I'm doing wrong, fix it, and then teaching others and coaching others to do the same and learn why their body aches, how they can fix themselves, versus going to an outlet of a doctor or a physical therapist or someone that might have the right cure for them or the right program to help them not have that pain and not have those injuries. And how someone can come and learn from my trials and errors within sports and learn how to better themselves if they do have those knee pains or hip pains is focusing on the movement first. What I would first off see how they move with their body weight only. There's going to be a lot of telltale signs that show imbalances or improper muscle activations in those movements that you can quickly fix, quickly get themselves to activate properly. And the pain, it's almost sounds magical, but will dissipate overnight in a way. The second you start to support your joints properly and support your body properly, you will start to see benefits. Not only in the pain decreasing, you'll see benefits in your body composition, because if you start to activate those big muscle groups, now you're going to be burning more calories, because if you break down a quad versus a bicep, a quad's going to ask for a lot more nutrition to rebuild itself versus a bicep will. So all of a sudden now we're lowering our body weight, if that's a goal of yours, or lowering your body fat mass.
Can you think of any specific obstacles that health and fitness have sort of helped you through?
I think when you get into that realm where you are competing against yourself, the mental strength that you gain within those workouts and within even just getting up in the morning and lacing your shoes and going to the gym help you overcome if you have a blowout on the side of the road at midnight, or if you have a family member that is going through a tough time. The mental strength that you gain from working out and pushing your body goes hand in hand to life. I think a lot of people kind of forget that. They start looking at themselves and looking at what the mirror or the scale says, and they forget about how they have strengthened their mind, strengthened their body to push through obstacles that everybody has to face in life. So I think the mental strength that physical fitness can give you is very beneficial and something that is overlooked as a whole.
What's something that you wish people knew about you?
I wish people knew I was artistic. In college, I had a 4-year scholarship in trumpet for jazz and the band, and then I had 2 scholarships in 80-person choir and then a 8-person ensemble choir.
So what got you into that?
I was in 5th grade and they asked if I wanted to join the band, so I'll try it, and they gave me a trumpet and just clicked. And I could just hear it. I couldn't read music very well, but I would listen to the person next to me play it and then I could match them pretty well. And I do enjoy that aspect of the artistic side of things, whether it's painting, drawing, designing a bouquet of flowers, just little things like that. I just enjoy. I think it's really cool. Even designing, setting up a house, when I move, I think that's cool stuff. Never thought about interior design or being a coffee shop artist, but if all else fails, you might see me at your local coffee shop playing the trumpet and singing you a song.
What motivates you to keep going to the gym on days when you don't necessarily feel like going?
Huge into CrossFit and sports and my own personal fitness journey. After I left Equinox, I've kind of just tried to maintain, try to eat super healthy, and just kind of keep what I have, more of a physique versus a machine. So my motivation is not lost, but my goals are different. So I attack them differently in a sense. I don't look at fitness as much as a day-to-day thing. I look at fitness as a week or a month activity. I see what I've done in that week. I kind of assess myself off my calorie intake. Not that I count calories, but I know what I eat. I cook for myself all the time, so there's really no question on where I've slipped up or what someone else might have added in my food and I didn't know it, much like they do at restaurants. So motivation is easier now, I say, than when I was so solely focused on bettering myself. And I think when people start to look at motivation as a week or a month or even a lifetime, it's so much easier to get your day-to-day stuff in or your weekly stuff in, because you know what you need to do in the day, you know what you need to do in the week to get yourself, hopefully, if you don't, come to your local fitness instructors. And at that point, trust in what they say, give it a full college try. I think that's a lot of times what is lacking as well, is people follow something and then they hear of another easier method that sounds great on paper, and so they adjust their whole lifestyle and they sit in that for 2 or 3 weeks or a month, and then they adjust to something else. And you're constantly telling your body to run on an electric engine versus a gas engine. Now we want to go a diesel engine. If you can just stick to one of those for a length of time, you're really going to start to see yourself change in the way that you want.
What's something you wish someone told you in the beginning of your fitness journey?
I wish someone told me how to move properly. I know someday there's going to be a time and place where I'll probably have to go look at knee replacements and look at what that can do for me in my 60s, 70s, 80s. Blessed that I make it that far. I think a lot of times people focus on intensity and focus on diet and the movement and how you're supposed to properly do the squat or the deadlift or the bench press is kind of sloughed off until you get to a certain level in fitness, and then they focus on that. At that point in time, you've learned bad habits. Your muscle memory is not going to benefit you in those lifts, so you're going to have to regress. So if your normal 225 bench, you're going to have to go to a 185 or 115 to relearn that movement, to rebuild the strength so you can blow past your 225 max, if that's a number for you. So I do believe if people were able to focus on proper movement, proper technique within their fitness journey, they're going to see better results. Like I said earlier, you're going to activate those muscle groups, which are going to burn more calories, which in turn are going to get you to where you want to be.
What advice would you give to someone who's contemplating starting their own fitness journey?
So to go into it and think I'm going to change myself overnight and next month and next week, it's not going to happen. It's long game. Look at the motivation for the rest of your life. How can you change your lifestyle to better yourself towards the goals that you want to have? And then getting into a proper fitness program is huge. Fitness is one of those industries that anybody and their mom can go take a certification, grab a kettlebell and some bands, and say they're the next fitness head. I am always hesitant on seeing those new fads or seeing the new diets based on there's no results or there's no statistics saying that works. There might be short term, but is it sustainable for your lifestyle? More times than not, it's not. So the goal is learning, to me, if you're jumping into fitness on day one, what's your lifestyle now? Match the best fitness regimen you can up with that lifestyle. If you can't wake up before 8 a.m., don't say you're going to work out at 6 a.m. 3 days a week. It's not going to happen. Try to plug it into the lifestyle that you already live. Change your diet, change your water intake, change your activity levels within your lifestyle, and then plug that in for the duration of your life. Because at the end of the day, this is all we have. There's no other body you're going to get. There's no other fountain of youth that you're going to find.
What do you think society's perception of health and fitness is, and how do you think we can improve that?
Yeah, I think as a whole society, we look at health and fitness as being very surface level. A lot of times it's the abs, it's the 6-minute miles. Society needs to know this is a life journey. And where a lot of times society wants to go is to what we call our health outlets, that maybe being doctors or physical therapists or other avenues that I would call a quick fix. They're going to see results. If you staple your stomach, you're going to lose weight. Your body's not going to be able to hold as many calories. Your body's going to need more calories, so it's going to pull from its resources, aka your belly fat or your leg fat. The goal is to let your body burn that stored fat properly, so your metabolism is constantly going. When you put in a sense, a negative item or negative calories, your metabolism is going fast enough to burn through that, so you really don't adjust your body composition. A lot of times people will go to the doctor, tens of thousands of dollars for that surgery. In a 3-month time frame, they see the change, but then they slowly start to see their body progressing back to the old position that they were in. And usually within a 2 to 3 year time frame, they have a stapled stomach, they weigh more than they did before they had their stomach stapled, and then they're looking for another source of outlet. You can't staple your stomach twice. You can't undo a surgery. So in short, I think society needs to learn how to vote with your money for the longevity of your life and look at it in that format. It's not a quick fix. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. And what they need to do is realize if you get into a regimen with a proper trainer, a proper coach, even a proper nutritionist that knows how to tailor your lifestyle to the fitness goals you have, you'll start to see change. You'll start to maintain that change within yourself. And then at the end of the day, when you look at your bank account, you're probably half as much in versus you would be with no results, a stapled stomach, and then you're looking for another fix. So the goal is longevity, invest in yourself with proper coaching and proper nutrition. That way you don't have to revisit that concept again down the line.
Can you elaborate on what vote with your money means to you?
Yeah, when I tell people to vote with their money, my goal is for them to make conscious decisions on where their money is going towards the goals they have. A lot of times people want to lose 20 or 30 pounds and they know they can go to the gym and spend $150 a month with a trainer to get all those things accomplished. As they sit in the Chick-fil-A line ready to spend $20 or $30, they're not voting with their money towards the goals that they have. It could be that scenario. It could be the scenario of you don't want to feel the way you feel and have the pain that you do every day when you wake up because of your back, your knees, your hips, but you still go to the movies. It could be entertainment. You still go out and buy the nicest watches. but you have to buy the next bigger band because you're gaining weight. You're not voting with your money because you don't really want to change that bad as much as you want to have a new watch or eat Chick-fil-A or go to your favorite movie that's coming out. If you start to look at it in that where you actually put your money, you'll start to see your money actually puts a breadcrumb trail towards the body that you have now. If you start to change that trail and put money towards bettering yourself and the goals that you have set now, you'll start to see the changes. So vote with your money, do it for yourself, and see where you get.